Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. In our last class, we solved a math from the exercise 1I, number 3. At the end of the class, we solved that math. I'm going to explain it properly. If you have any confusion, some of you didn't understand, then leave a question. I'll try to explain it at the end of today's class. Today we will start a new exercise, exercise 1J, page number 19, impact math 3, paper 1. You have a little bit of knowledge about these things. One is index. In this exercise, it is called indices. It's not that these two things are exactly different. You know that this index is for singular number. If you have one single index, then you will put here index 1. Otherwise, for plural, you will use indices. That means powers more than 1 and roots. Okay. Suppose this number is 4. This sign is called square root. Look here, square root, this sign here, inside this one nothing is given. Inside here, if you don't have anything given here, suppose square root of 4, it is written as here. That is also same thing, because 2 square is 4. This sign means to the power of half. Suppose 2 square to the power of half. For index, we know if you have an index on another index. Traditionally, what we call, if you have a power on another power, then power will be multiplied each other. 2 to the power of 2 into half. 2 to the power 1, that is 2. So square root of 4 is 2. But here only we have one word, roots. Here it is the square root. But sometime we will have cube root. So what is cube root? Cube root is represented as this 3. That means when you have 2 here, you don't need to write it. But for other roots, you have to write it. It is called cube root or third root. If we have 4 here, then it will be called as fourth root. If we have 5 there, we will call it as fifth root, like this way. 10th root, 7th root, 11th root, 100th root. Here, how we manipulate this? 2 to the power of 3. Okay. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So 2 to the power 3 to the power 1 by 3, then 2 to the power 3 into 1 by 3. That is the process how we find the roots. Now one important thing is here. In our last two explanations, we use 4 and 8. 4 for square root and 8 for cube root. But if I ask you a question, suppose cube root of 2. Cube root of 2. If we write this number, is it right or wrong? If we use this number, suppose 2 to the power of 1 by 3. For 4 and 8, we got two integer numbers, the whole numbers, or non-fractional numbers. But here, 2 to the power 1/3 for 1, we will get fractional numbers. But it is right, not wrong. If you write any powers, it may give you decimal number or integer number. Decimal number can be in rational form and irrational form, but it is in real form. You will get a number. But sometimes if we have negative here inside, suppose square root of -4, then this will not give you any real number. It will give you a complex number, or it is called imaginary number. You can check it with the calculator. Okay, let's solve few math from the exercise. Question number 1. Here 1a, 8 to the power of 1 by 3. Here mainly numbers represent nth root is represented as like this way. Inside the root you will write the n, that means nth root, and x is the base. So x to the power of 1 by n. Now look here, very simple. 8. Try to find few factors. So 8 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2, so 2 to the power of 3. To find this power, that's the simplest form. First of all, you have to factorize it. If you can mentally calculate it, no problem. Suppose 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 1 by 3. So 2 to the power 3 times 1 by 3. 2 to the power 1, that is 2. This is the answer. Okay. Next question. 1b. 36 to the power 1 by 2. Look here, a number, we can factorize it in many ways. But here, we have to use the factors what is essential for me. Suppose 36. 36 can be written as 6 times 6. It can be written as 3 times 12. it can be written as 4 times 9. It can be written as 1 into 18. But which one we need? Focus here on the indices. Here 1 by 2. So our first attempt would be the factor by which we can make a square. Look, 3 times 12. Can you make a square? 4 times 9. Can you make a square? But 6 times 6. Look here. We can write 6 square. So if we write here 6 square and to the power of 1 by 2. Now 6 to the power 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. Then 2 cut 6 to the power of 1, that is 6. Clear? This is the whole number. You know what is whole number? Non-fractional, that is, there will not be any fraction, and non-zero. Non-fractional, no, there will be a zero. Non-fractional numbers, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. These numbers are whole numbers. And this whole number and natural number. One, two, three, like this. Natural number, by natural number or counting number by which we count, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this way. If you include 0 with the series of natural number, this number is called whole number. And if you use negative non-fractional number, it is called integer number. And sometimes I call a rational number. Rational number is a number by which can be written as a by b. Suppose 1 by 2. And yes, 3 can be written as also 3 by 1. So this is called rational number. So these are the numbers. Square root of 2 is called irrational number, where decimal number is unlimited and not repeating, like this way. And all numbers are called, the number I discussed, all numbers are called in real number. Okay. Here this 6 is called whole number, integer number, and positive integer number, and counting number. These 3 numbers. Sometimes I call it rational number also, and because 6 can be written as 6 by 1. So you need to know the representation of numbers. If you have any confusion, I will take a class specially on number. Leave a question for that. Okay? Next, go for further math. This exercise is very easy. Solve it. Okay. Let's solve few math which is different from our idea. Suppose here 1000 to the power 1 by 3. So these thousands, look here. This 1000, if I divide it by 10, I'll get 100. If I divide it by 10, I'll get another 10. So 1000 is equal to 10 into 10 into 10. So 10 to the power 3. Why I use this 10? Because here to the power of 1 by 3. Then 10 to the power of 3 to the power of 1 by 3. Okay, so one student who is Zarifa Akhtar, you asked the question that, Sir, can we use calculator? Of course you can use calculator in class 7. No problem. From here you can write directly the answer. But there is a problem. Steps showing is better, that is other thing. But you need to know the steps because you are learning mathematics. To learn mathematics, sometimes you are following this way, just question and answer using the calculator. That means the philosophy that we are using to solve the math, that is in the calculator. But if you want to be a good student, if you want to be better in mathematics or higher study, you need to know the steps, because the person who designed the programs for the calculator, he or she must know the steps. From this one to that one, you are putting this value, calculator has given that value directly 10. You have to make a program which will use these two steps, at least these two steps. You have to make that 2 steps. So you need to know how you are making this one. So to be a better mathematician, you need to learn all the things. If you are not interested in mathematics because you don't want to think in that way, if you want to look deeply, just you want to pass in mathematics because you want to study in other subjects. You don't have an interest. I'm trying to make some interest, but sometimes just you are built in this way. I don't want to solve mathematics like this one. So for that case, you can use calculator, because in class 7 you are allowed to use scientific calculator. I think you are clear now. Okay, number 2. Question number 25 to the power 3 by 2. Look, always you will focus on the denominator. Suppose 25 can be written as 5 square. So 5 square to the power of 3 by 2. Now multiply 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 car. So 5 to the power 3. They asked a question that evaluate. That means you will try to solve as much as possible. 5 to the power of 3, that means 5 times 5 times 5. So 25 times 5, 125. That is the way how you solve this types of math. If you want to simplify it, focus on the denominator here. Denominator is 2. So 3 by 2. Try to make a square there, because this 2 and 2 will be cut. I am solving few questions from this exercise. Rest of the question you will solve as homework. Okay, number 2. Next question, which one we can solve? Suppose number G. 125 to the power of 2 by 3. Now, here we have 3 as the denominator. So, we will try to make this 125 as something to the power of 3. That 3 and this 3 will be cut. Suppose 125, make it as factor. If I divide it by 5, we will get 25, then 5, 5. So 125 can be written as 5 into 5 into 5. It is 5 to the power of 3. Is this here 5 to the power of 3 to the power of 2 by 3. Now this one is 3 into 2 by 3. So 3 3 cut 5 to the power of 2, and that is 25. Very simple, but you have to solve it carefully. Next, we'll go to number 3. I think you can solve the rest of the math of number 2. All are very simple and same rule. Number simplify, then evaluate. Number A, 5 to the power of 3 by 2 into 5 to the power of 1 by 2. What is no way to solve this math? 5 to the power of 3 by 2 and 5 to the power of 1 by 2. So bases are same. So indices will be added. 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So 5 to the power of here 2 and 2. LCM is 2. 2 goes to 2 one time. Here 3 times 1 plus 2 goes to 2 one time, 1 time, 1. That is the simplest way. So 5, if you want to skip this line, no problem. So 3 plus 1, 4 by 2. So 2 to cut here. So 5 to the power of 2, that is 25. Clear? Directly from here you can write this line and then 5 square, no problem. It's up to you. Suppose 3D. 3 to the power of 5 by 2 divided by 3 to the power of 1 by 2. If there is a division here, then the next power of, immediate next power of division will be subtracted. 3 to the power of 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Our formula was a to the power m divided by a to the power n. Then a to the power m minus n. It was our rule. Now 3 to the power of 2, 2 goes to 2 one time, 5 times 1 here 5, 2 goes to 2 one time, 1 times 1 is 1. So 3 to the power 4 by 2, 3 to the power of 4 by 2, it is 2, that is 9. Clear? Next one, 3z. 10 to the power of 11 by 2 divided by 10 to the power of 3 by 2. Now 10 to the power of 11 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Here 10 to the power of 2, 2 goes to 2 one time. 1 will be multiplied with the numerator. So 11 times 1, 1 minus 3. So 10 to the power of 11 minus 3, 8 by 2. Here 2 goes to 8 4 times. Then 10 to the power 4, that means after 1 we have 4 zeros. How much time we have? So please repeat how to do the second line of the question you just did. Kazi Mahadin San. Second line. Using our formula, if we have power a to the power n, division a to the power n, then look, power will be subtracted. Second power will be subtracted from the first one. Here, that thing we are doing. Here instead of m, we have 11 by 2, and instead of n, we have here 3 by 2. So they are subtracted. 11 by 2 minus 3 by 2. 2 and 2, LCM is 2. 2 goes to 2. What? 1 time. If we divide 2, that 2 by this 2, we will get 1. That 1 will be multiplied here with the 11. And then 2 goes to 2, 1, that 1 will be multiplied with 3. Then 11 minus 3, 8 by 2. Number 4, A. 4 by 25 to the power of half. Look, we have rule here. A by b to the power m is to the power, that means a to the power of m divided by a to the power m. This rule can from this way. A multiplied by b to the power m is a to the power m multiplied by b to the power m. I am writing here ab to the power m, a to the power m by multiplied by b to the power m. Here for division is the formula is here a to the power n by b to the power m. For multiplication a to the power m multiplied by. So 4 to the power of half divided by 25 to the power of half. Now 4 to the power of 4 square to the power of half by 25 can be written as 5 square to the power of half. From there 4 square to the power of 4, 2 into 1 by 2, I am writing here. So 5 into 2 into 1 by 2, 2 card 4 by 5. Same thing as we do as number 1 in number 1 or 2. But that thing we are using here for numerator and for denominator separately. Here 4 to the power of half. So 4 can be written as 2 square. Oh no. Here 4 can be written as 2 square. 4 can be written as 2 square to the power of half. So 2 into 2, 2 into 1 by 2, 2 cut. Here 2 to the power 1 is remaining. But here for 25, 25 to the power half, 25 can be written as 5 square. So 5 square to the power of 1 by 2. So 5 square, 2 multiplied by 1 by 2, 2 cut, we have 1 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. So 2 by 5 is our answer. So I think you are clear. If you have any more confusion, in next class you will ask question. I'll try to give you the solution. And for today, bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.